Welcome back. For those that don't know, I have diversified over the last few months because of the issues in new retail, right? I've been throwing other bait into other waters to see what would pop, and I haven't given y'all a an update about that. Matter of fact, I had made these signs. I showed y'all these signs. Let me see if I can do this while driving. Nope, let me flip it. Anyway, these address signs, I don't think y'all can. Anyway, not a good effort while I'm driving. That's not worthwhile. But y'all can go back to the last video, I think, or the video before that, and check them out if you want to. I'm doing these address paintings on the street curves. It's an old business of mine. Back when I was 18, 20 years old, used to go door to door. Back when I was 30 years old, we had the kids involved, right? And they used to go door to door. God love them. That's how they made their extra money. Most of the time they liked it. Some of the times they did not, kind of like me working. At the moment, most of the time I like it. Other times I do not. But my son bought a four-wheeler, a trombone. My middle daughter bought as much candy as that mouth could consume, right? She loved buying candy every day. But nevertheless, we used to go door to door. We did all right, but now is a different time, right? So people don't like you at their door. They didn't like it much then, but things have, home invasions have started happening. Like, people are scared, and I get that. So I was doing the signs. I did what was it? Those cost me, let's just call it, it's in between, I think it's right at 250, 260, 230 a piece. I got 101 actually signs. I am happy to announce over the last 2 weeks, those have not only paid for themselves, but also this time around, the other supplies, the actual supplies, have gotten more expensive. So I did buy 2 different kinds of tape by the case rather than buying them individually. I bought a whole bunch of paint to get me started. All of that is now officially paid for. I am into the profit. Not only that, but out of the 101 signs, I believe I have 92 left to post. So in 9 signs, I righted. I came up into profit. So I got 92 signs to actually realize the full profitability. Now, with me in the full entrepreneurial spirit, I have been buying more and more stuff to be able to do that one better. I used to do all of the logos, like the I'm in Texas, so the Texas Longhorns logo, or the Oklahoma University Sooners logo, the American flag, you name it, Green Bay Packers, Ohio State, like all of the college, university, not mascots, well, sometimes mascots, but mainly their logos. I used to do all of that stuff. I used to spend a lot of time cutting it. I had to the point of unprofitable until you use that stencil a couple times, and then looking back, okay, now it's worth it, right? I had decided this time I'm going to do that out of a Cricut machine to have them cut the stencils. But here's the deal. With the Texas flag logo, which is the most profitable or most popular one of, way back when, out of the curves that I have done, I have only done 2 regular white and black 2-tone curves, and only one guy has asked me for a logo. Like, the new thing is, forget all the logos. We're in Texas. Texas people are patriots, right? For the most part, like we get into that kind of stuff. So everybody's been wanting the flag. I hadn't had to cut any stencils. The one guy that asked actually is, his number is stored in the telephone that I no longer have. So hopefully the next time I get in that area, I can knock on his door and see if he still wants that one, because I do believe that it will allow for other people to get creative and to buy more things. And if I can have a machine cut them rather than me, and spend 15-20 minutes on setup rather than 3 hours cutting a multi-layer stencil, right? The profitability goes through the roof, and the ability to have choice spurs people to buy. Same reason why oftentimes you'll see vending machines, Coke and Pepsi, right next to each other. You would think it's counterintuitive, but it's actually psychologically sound, because and restaurant rows where they have all the restaurants right next to each other, it changes the thought process of, do I want something to drink, or do I want something to eat, to do I want a Coke or a Pepsi, or do I want Olive Garden, Red Lobster, whatever, you name it. Those are the only ones coming up, because that's the ones that are at the next exit, but I mean, it takes it from, do I want something, to which one do I want? So by getting more of the logos and stuff in my portfolio for people to look and envision their stuff on their own, the more profitable it will become. And since the signs have already paid for themselves, I also do think that there is a thought process that since they're already paid for and I'm already in the profit, that I may end up at some point soon doubling down with another very popular logo, most of the time Longhorns, OU, Cowboys, maybe not so much this year, but signs with a different logo on top of it. That way people at one block, oh, I don't like the Texas flag, but I do like the Cowboys, or, oh man, they got OU too, so the benefit of ordering more signs and becoming a bigger business. There are several businesses on the horizon since the signs have proven to work. Now, I have heard horror stories, case in point from my last customer. He put a garage sale on a sign, and they actually fined him $300 for attaching a sign to a pole. I have heard other people that hang signs say you shouldn't use your own telephone number, but we'll see how it goes. I've used mine, and I don't, just from a legal standpoint, if they don't see me put it up, I don't see how they can cite me for putting it up. Time will tell. Let's see, like I said, more businesses on the horizon. Let's see, I do have some other stories, but I am within the location of where I need to be to start my next side gig, so I will see you next time, guys. It's good talking to you. Thank you for spending your time with me.